Lithuania is under a lot of pressure for welcoming a Taiwanese representative office. So much so that its president said the name was a mistake. Now with me today is Matas Maldeikis. He is the chair of the Parliamentary Group for Relations with Taiwan in the Lithuanian Parliament. Thank you, Matas, for speaking with me.
Hi, everybody.
I heard that your president said that the name of the Taiwanese representative office is a mistake. And also I know some of your politicians are calling for a name change to Taipei because of the pressure that Beijing has been giving you. Is it possible that Lithuania's leaders will change the name of the office to Taipei?
I don't think it's gonna happen. That would send a very bad message for everybody, and that would send a very bad message for Taiwanese. We took this responsibility of naming it Taiwanese office, and we will gonna stand by this. You have to understand that this is interpolitics between the president and Minister of Foreign Affairs. Of course, there is big pressure from China. We was prepared for that, but China now is pressing not only us, it is pressing the businesses that want to invest in Lithuania. And that's new level of sanctions that we are seeing. We have to stand up to that.
That's right. Your foreign minister, Gabrielius Landsbergis, said that the China trade war with Lithuania is a test that the EU cannot fail. So how do you think that the EU is responding to this test so far?
Well, China started the war with Lithuania at the very right time. It was really prepared and they was thinking about that. They started it in the early December. So what that means, they know that the Brussels is out to the holidays. Everybody is buying presents, everybody is preparing for the Christmas, and you have to wait for European Union reaction till the mid of January. So there is a window of opportunity to press us for 1 month and a half, mostly. So this is what they are doing. Everybody would be not thinking about that, and you can't get a reaction very fast. So I hope that we will see the very strong reaction from the European Union.
What do you want to see the EU do?
What China is doing is a war. It's a trade war. So that means that European Union, because they are not fighting Lithuania in this sense. They are fighting the investors from Germany, from other European countries in Lithuania, and European Union now have to respond with one voice. And that can be sanctions against the country that is doing that. That would be financial help to the country that is going through this, and other different instruments. But the most important is show that if any country is doing that to European Union country, that country will pay the price.
So I know that you're under a lot of pressure. How about domestically? I recently saw that your foreign ministry did a survey that found that about 60% of Lithuanians actually don't agree with this new values-based policy towards China and Taiwan. So is there a lot of pressure domestically?
Yes, domestically it's a big pressure, but you have to understand the survey that was done. It's not about Taiwan and China. It was a survey about the question of value-based politics. And value-based politics is very hard to comprehend and understand. Mostly it's about generational gap, I should tell you. The older generation, it's very hard for them to comprehend what is going on. China, where is China? What is going on? We have Russia in our back door, and we have Belarus in our back door, and why we're fighting China also. And the younger generation, the people very much understand what is going on. There is very much support. I never felt so, like if you go to the coffee shops, if you go to the restaurant or to the bars in the evening, Friday and Saturday, it's like everybody's coming and saying, you keep up, never give up, we will fight in the end.
Really?
Never, don't even think about giving up to Chinese. And the younger generation understand very much what's going on and the cards we have. If we lose, no more European Union, NATO, and other institutions. It would be just a question of time, and the world we live in would be much, much different. And in Lithuania case, it wouldn't be anything that we want to live in.
Well, I think it's amazing that your country is standing up for Taiwan in such a way.
Yeah.
We appreciate it so much. I recently went to the chocolate store again, and a lot of the flavors are sold out. Taiwan has been trying to buy up some of your goods, such as, the 20,000 boxes of rum that, were stranded.
I never knew that Lithuania makes rum. That was a surprise to me.
Made international news.
I was astonished. If we make rum, I don't know we can't make then.
Also, we have a $1 billion US dollar credit fund, $200 million US dollar investment fund. Is this helping Lithuania withstand some of the pressure?
Of course, absolutely. It sends very clear message to everybody. It's not only about Lithuania, it sends the message to European Union, other countries also. You have to understand that everybody is watching in European Union, everybody is watching what is going to happen with Lithuania case and how much we will stand up to that. So helping in this case, it sends only not the domestic message for our business that we can do business and not relate so much on China, but it will also send a message for everybody. And it also shows the generosity of you, that you understand what we are going through. And this is very, very important politically and economically. Very important, I can assure you.
So will Lithuania be able to hold up to the economic pressure that China is giving you?
Yes, absolutely. What happens if we lose? You understand the cards that we have. We understand the significance of what does it happen if we lose in this sense, and if we lose to China. That shows that you can break a European and NATO country like that. What is it that shows about the Lithuania, not about Lithuania, about European Union, about the West as a structure, as a civilization, that would show that we lost, the West lost. And we understand that we can't do that. It's too much of importance for us.
Well, that's beautiful that, your country, which is not really big in size, is taking such a big stance and withstanding so much pressure. We want to thank you for that. Do you foresee that this policy will continue, these strong ties with Taiwan?
Yes, of course. Now, when you have authoritarian regime like China, they can put sanctions on you or do what they are doing now, like a thief in the night, before Christmas. What is Grinch stole the Christmas? It's like, in Lithuania and Taiwan case, it is free countries. That means that it takes time. It takes time to create ties, economical ties, political ties per se. It always takes time. This is human factor. You can't do that like this. Yes? If we will manage to make it a success story, and I'm sure of that, to make an examples for everybody, that would send a signal for China also, like, we can live without you. And if you are doing that, look, rum that you could drink now will be drunk in Taiwan with pineapples of freedom. So that shows that your games don't play. We don't play in your narrative. This is the most important. And seeing the success stories of a good investment and good cooperation in business, that would create a really big momentum, and we should keep up with that.
Well, it's great to be able to speak with you, Matas, and thank you for the great work that you're doing and your support of Taiwan. We will continue to try to support you here from Taiwan as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you for you, and thank you for everybody. Thank you for that you understand what we are going through. With your help, we'll manage it.
Thank you so much. I've been speaking with Matas Maldeikis. He's the chair of the Lithuanian Parliamentary Group for Relations with Taiwan in the Lithuanian Parliament.